Kshetrabala is supposed to provide you a lot of protection. Somehow Bhairava is very wrongly understood concept in Hinduism. People who know, who have really read Hinduism, who have read scriptures, know very well the role of Bhairava. It's one of the wonderful avatars of Lord Shiva. Those days, very big businessmen, very big shopkeepers, even householders, they used to keep their house keys, their shop keys, their factory keys with Bhairava, and then they will go. Every day they will religiously keep the keys with the Lord and then go. It's such a wonderful concept, but unfortunately very much misunderstood. Rakta Jwala Jadadaram Shashidaram Raktanga Tejo Mayam Haste Shula Kapala Pasa Damaru Lokasya Rakshakaram Nirvanam Sunavakanam Trinayanam Ananda Kolakalam Vande Bhuta Pisasya Nada Vatukam Srihi Kshetrasya Balam Shivam. This is the Dhyana sloka of Bhairava. Yes, he is very terrible. For whom? Not for you. For the negative forces, for the dark forces, he is considered very terrible. Not for you. If you are one among the dark forces, yes, probably, yes. Yes, what to do? Rakta Jwala Jadadaram. Like Jwala, you see, when you come to the Yajnam, you can see the Jwala. It will be just going some 25 feet, 30 feet height from the Kundam. From the center Kundam, you can definitely see from the Surya Kundam at times. Rakta Jwala Jadadaram, his jada, his hair, his matted hair will look like Rakta Jwala. It will be just burning like fire. Like the Kundam fire, Yajna Kundam fire. Shashidharam. This fellow has got Shashi also with him. Shashi means moon. Shashidharam. Raktanga Tejo Mayam. He is blood red in color. And that is giving a lot of tejas to him. Not merely red. Sometimes we paint the Lord with red. No, not like that. Not you are painting the Lord with Sunduram. Not that red. But it will be tejas. It will look so attractive. It will give a lot of, it will emanate a lot of tejas. Raktanga Tejo Mayam. Collect it and give it there. Haste Shula Kapala Pasa Damarum. What is the Shula Kapala Pasa Damarum? What is Shulam? You have seen Trishulam, how it will be. Even with Sudarshana, the first weapon on the hand is the Trishul. That Trishul, the two ends will be blunt. The center will be a little bit protruded and it will be very sharp. In the Trishul, the two ends will be blunt, but the center will be very sharp and it will be protruded. What is the meaning of Trishul? The Rajas, Sattva and Tamas. The Rajas and Tamas is bent. The Rakshasa is already having a lot of Rajas and Tamas. That is bent. So when Trishul is used, the Rajas and Tamas is bent, blunt, and the Sattva pierces the demon, Rakshasa. With that, good qualities come into the Rakshasa. It is not killing of the Rakshasa. It is more killing of the attitude and policy and philosophy of the Rakshasa. You people always keep thinking that killing means not killing. But killing or removing the policies, the negative policies, the darkness. The Rakshasas hail from the dark world. In order to reduce the darkness, the center point is a little bit protruded and it is very sharp. That is sattva. What is sattva? Gentleness, calmness. All these things is sattva. Sattviha gunam. So, the Lord injects that inside. That's why he uses. So, first is Trishula, Rakta Jwala, Jadadaram, Shashidaram, Raktanga Tejomayam, Haste, in hand, Haste, Shula, Kapala. What is Kapala? You are all always, everywhere it is put danger and one Kapalam. That is a very wrong connotation. I'll tell you the real meaning of Kapalam. Sophistication which the Lord has given to you so that we both can see each other and we can identify each other. This skin gives a sense of identification, a physical identification for a person. The skin gives the identification, but the skull or the skeleton does not have any identification. Please remember. The skull or the skeleton. So the Lord did not want everybody to wander like Terminators. You would have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie, Terminators. He didn't want the world to be full of Terminators, but he wanted the skin to be given different types of skins. You see, so many skins. Two people, we don't look alike. Leave alone thinking alike. We don't look alike. First of all, appearance itself is different. Not different, unique. You are very unique, I am very unique. When we appreciate our uniqueness, when I appreciate your uniqueness and you appreciate my uniqueness, we both will be always very friendly. But once I start treating you differently, the problem will be I will start thinking you as an enemy. Never think somebody as different. Think everybody as unique so that you will have that bondage of love and affection. So, the real truth is only the Kapalam. Kapalam is the real truth. Once all these things are removed, we will all look alike. Because we all come from the same source. Kapalam is truth. Kapalam is blatant truth. Nothing else. Kapalam is not danger. Kapalam is truth. It is ultimately truth. So he has in one hand Sulam, in another hand Kapalam. Pasha Damarum. What is Pasam? Pasam is just a rope. Suppose somebody hits you, what happens? You suddenly become alert. You know that? How alertness comes, you know? When you are slapped in the face, what happens? Suddenly you become alert. You have been sleeping all along. What your father would have done, mother would have done when you are young? They would have given you a blow. First. That's all. Square drive. Polar. Then you become very alert. You start crying. Immediate reaction is you start crying because you are now becoming alert. When you become very alert, so the pasam is to make you alert in life. Very alert in life. You will be alert always. The other day, one of my own disciple or whatever you may call it as, he was telling me, Guruji, when red signal comes, I stand in the this signal point and I start sleeping there. I said Hyderabad is such a place. Even if red signal is there, the auto fellow or some fellow will come and hit you from behind. He will make you alert. So be careful. You don't sleep at signals and all. Go home and sleep none. No, Guruji, if I go home, I don't get sleep. That's a problem. That's his problem. It's not my problem. Okay, fine. You have been blessed so. Fine. So, Haste, Shula, Kapala, Pasa. Pasa is to hit and make somebody alert. Alertness. Damaru. What is Damaru? Mahendra Suktam says, Lord used Damaru, and initially the entire language of Prakrit came. What you heard initially is Prakrit. It's not Sanskrit. It is Prakrit. Prakrit is the mother of Sanskrit and Pali. Sanskrit and Pali came from Prakrit. Prakrit is very tough. We all learned Prakrit for Prayogam purpose. So basically, Prakrit is original. So Mahendra Suktam came from that. From that, it seems, all the entire system of language came. Intelligence, the concept of consciousness, the concept of intelligence, everything came from Damaru, it seems. It is from that sound which Lord Shiva creates. When Shiva was creating the entire universe, he was doing the Shiva Tandavam. When he was completely destructing the world, he was doing Rudra Tandavam. There is a difference between Shiva Tandavam and Rudra Tandavam. Rudra is an aspect of Shiva, but he came for a particular purpose. Shiva came for a particular... It is only Shiva in the form of Rudra and Rudra in the form of Shiva. Shiva started doing the Shiva Tandavam, on account of which entire Genesis came into existence. So, Haste, Shula, Kapala, Pasa, Tamarum, Lokasya Rakshakaram. He is having all this to see that the entire Lokam, the Jagat, the universes, the cosmos is protected. Lokasya Rakshakaram. Nirvanam. What is Nirvanam? He is externally also completely naked. He is internally also naked. He makes you externally and internally naked. Totally naked. You become very pure. Nirvanam. Sunavahanam. You will become so faithful, it seems. You have seen the dog. Dog is a very faithful animal. It's the most faithful animal to the humans. Dog is the most faithful human. To the humans, it's the most faithful animal. One who loves dog basically lives with a lot of faith. One who hates dogs, normally they say in Shastras, that one who hates dog will be very pungent, very virulent, and he will not be a person who can be considered to be faithful. That is why never throw a stone at the dog. You don't want to feed a dog, it's okay. It's all right. Dogs are everywhere. On the streets also you have dogs. It's up to you to feed the dog or not. Already you have your husband. You are feeding him. You have one faithful dog at home. You may not need other dogs. That is a different issue. But please, don't throw a stone at it and all. Because if a dog is there, it increases your faith. It increases your love towards humanity, it seems. I have 4 dogs at home. 4 beautiful golden retrievers. Once they see, they jump like anything. They are so attached. They are so attached. To the master, they are so much attached. To the master's family, they are very attached. So don't throw a stone, don't do all those things. So Sunavahanam, that dog, he has kept it as it is the Vahanam for him. Sunavahanam. Trinayanam. He has got 3 eyes. The 3rd eye is consciousness. Agnya Chakra, there is an eye. Sunavahanam, Trinayanam. Ananda Kolahalam. It's just a dance. Ananda Kolahalam, Sachidanandam. He dances like anything. That beautiful Shivatandavam. Ananda Kolahalam. Who is this fellow? Vande. Bhuta Pishasha Nada Vatikam Srihi. Bhuta Pishasam means don't get scared. Bhutam means this body came out of Panchabhutam. This is Bhutam. Bhutam. Pishasam, inside. Mind is Pishasam. Bhuta Pishasha Nada. He is the person who can control your mind. He not only controls your body, he also controls your mind. He has a control. If your mind is running like anything, pray to Rudra, pray to Bhairava. It will soften your mind. That is what he said. Bhuta Pishasa Nada. Vatikam Shrihi. Vatikam means very young fellow. Very young. Vatikam Shrihi. Mahalakshmi. Kshetrasya Balam Shivam. For the Kshetram, he is the protection. Lord Shiva, the most auspicious Shiva. Rakta Jwala Jadadaram Shashidharam Raktanga Tejo Mayam Haste Shula Kapala Pasha Damarum Lokasya Rakshakaram Nirvanam Sunavahanam Trinayanam Ananda Kolahalam Vande Bhuta Pishasa Nada Vatikam Shrihi Kshetrasya Balam Shivam. Because this life is very important. Don't miss anything in this life. Live this life very boldly. You are not dependent on anybody. Only the Lord is always there with you. Have that confidence. Live moment to moment. Don't keep living in the past. Don't keep brooding about the future. Don't be too futuristic. Live moment to moment. Every moment you live is a tribute you give towards the nature. It is a thanksgiving towards the nature. Don't think too much about the future. Don't keep brooding about the past. Live moment to moment, and that Kshetrabalan protects you moment to moment. He takes care of you. Mother will live for some time. How long she will live? She will go. Father will live for some time. He will go. And we will also go someday. It's not that we will not go. Not that we are going to be Chiranjeevi here. We will also go. It's a big problem to the earth if we keep on living. We have to go and come back. So basically, please remember, Lord is the best friend. Abdan. He is the closest friend. You treat him as a friend. He will walk with you. He will talk to you. He will be always with you. You need not be worried whether it is office, whether it is home. Nothing you need to worry. He takes care of every aspect of life. Whether you call God, whether you call consciousness, universal consciousness, you call by any name. That intelligent source from which we all have emanated. There is a very, very intelligent source. Without that intelligent source, creation is not possible. There is an intelligent source. That is why we are here today. There is that I call as Bhairava, I call as Sudarshana, I call as Narsimha. Whatever you want to call, you call it, no problem. So keep that in. Shatvade dinaste dinastavaryate namasyo dhiryati